Good morning, everybody. Well, everybody. Good morning, me. I need to get this seat forward a bit. So, yeah, it's morning, day 12. Good day yesterday. Yeah, just alright today. Lots of thoughts going through my head, and, yeah, a bit of a... yeah, see, I had a message this morning, an early message, with someone telling me they're disappointed in me, the mother of my daughter, because of the situation. So I might just talk about that as it's fresh, but I haven't really kind of got it through my head because it only just happened. But a few good things to talk about yesterday, maybe finish with that, see if I can be bothered. So let's get this medication sessions underway. Let's get this bad boy lit. Still on the sativa. No news this week, or not no news, but the process for the medical cannabis clinic is still underway, and yeah, so nothing there yet. So that's it. I hope there's happiness in the world, and yeah, do something about it if there's not, if you can. Yeah, it's difficult. I know it's difficult, but people like you and I just need some, I don't know what, something to hold on to. I don't know. I haven't cracked this. I'm not going to go there, but that's what I need. Something to plan, something to look forward to, something that excites me to plan for. Not let's plan, you know what I mean? Right. I'm going to get a shitty job, and you know, that's not me. I've got a plan for something I'm excited for and work towards it and try and achieve it, and that's what I'm going to do. Waffle. Anyway, right, so, morning. My nausea has gone in the mornings. So I'm really pleased about that. I believe, I've got a feeling it's drinking Yakults, or just generally watching my diet. And yeah, drinking Yakults, and really makes a difference. So yeah, so I'm really pleased about that. In fact, the side effects are starting to go. I've still got itchy skin still when I'm not when I'm really have time to think, strangely, like when I'm not doing much. But every time, all the time I'm active, I'm not thinking about it. So and then diarrhea, that's still on the go, unfortunately. Sleeping, I'm having some good night's sleep, and it feels so good to finally have like natural sleep. I'm even going to bed early, and you know, getting some good hours in. It's so much nicer. Holy moly. Yeah, it's so much nicer. So yeah, that's good. Headaches are still there, and I don't actually know whether it's or not. It's the marijuana, maybe, could be. I mean, I've never got headaches before, and the side effect of coming off these medications are headaches, so I'm putting it to that, but you never know. Could be the strain. It's not for me. That'd be an interesting one. So yeah, and I started my bike ride yesterday to Mila, 1,085 kilometers. I got 20k in. Sorry, bike ride. I say my run, but I've decided to mix the bike in. I think it's going to be a little bit more enjoyable and less pressured. So yeah, I did 20 kilometers with my nephew, and we had a good talk. You know, it was just nice to talk to him. Like, I'm trying to get people to talk to, because it's that's obviously, I think it's like, I know it says for everyone, but in particular me. That's not good, is it? And yeah, so it was nice to talk to him because he listened, and he I mean, obviously I was sensitive to what I told him, but he was. That's what I mean about the kids. What I was talking about the other day. He's such a cool kid, and he's perhaps not academically gifted, but he's so good at being clumsy and sports, jumping around, and yeah, and he's a little legend. So that was really nice. I haven't seen him for so long. In fact, just before just before I started to get sick again, like this year, I was taking him to boxing every week, and it was twice a week, and it was really enjoyable for me to see him find something that he can just release his energy. And I don't know if he liked it or not, whether he was doing it for me. He never actually sparred, and that's always the test in boxing. If you get hit in the face and you don't like it, then it's probably not going to be the sport for you. That having said that, you can if you get hit in the face once, you might not like it, but you can. The skill of boxing is to hit and not get hit, and that's what I love. It's just slip that punch, it just flies by your face, and you just come back, bang, love it. So yeah, so that was nice. Oh yeah, man, how weird is this? Not weird, how something happened yesterday that is an exact example of when you're living in the space I'm living in right now, full of positivity and taking opportunities and thinking and striving forward. Good things happen, and I said it, I think yesterday or the day before, and I'll tell you the story. So I'm here where I am now doing my daily video. I'm waiting for the next job to come in. Let me spark this before. I've got 2 lighters with no gas in it for maybe 3 days now, and they're still working. Good things happen. Anyway, so I'm here doing my video. Just waiting for after the video, just waiting for the next job to come in to get going, and I jump out the van and didn't realise I'd locked the car locked the van from the inside, and the keys were in the ignition. Funny story. So it could have been a disaster, obviously. I'm quite far away from home, my phone's in the car, and there's no one here, and could have been a disaster. So instead, I'm not going to obviously let that affect me right now. So yeah, I chilled out. Thought someone will be by. I'll borrow a phone, get some spare keys dropped off. No drama. About 20 minutes later, guy pulls in, parks up next to me, and I'm obviously outside the van. He gets outside, we start talking. You're not going to believe it. The guy is a psychotherapist, or a therapist, specialising in relationship attachment. Now, I'd never really even heard of that, relationship attachment. So turns out that's pretty much exactly what I'm like. I guess something that I'm struggling with. I mean, it makes sense. So I'll be asking about that one and looking into that. But it was just amazing to have like and I stayed. The keys got delivered, and we stayed there talking for another maybe hour, sharing stories, sharing ideas, and I actually pitched my project for the first time to him, because he was a therapist, and I thought, I'm not going to waste this opportunity. I can get some interesting input, and I did. And so that opportunity would never have come if I didn't lock myself out of the van. Isn't that weird? Because 100%, if I was sitting in the van and he pulled up next to me, I would not have got out of the van and said, "Hello, mate, how you doing?" No chance. I mean, there is a chance, but because he was a super nice guy, actually, so he probably would have knocked on the door. Got his number, and yeah, and I think it was just an incredible one of those moments really that confirms I'm on the right track, because I have this. I've had this often in my life when I say thriving, when I'm performing, and when I'm meditating, when I'm connected, when I'm, spiritually, I don't know what, I'm connected to something. I don't know. Let's learn about that. But without doubt, when I'm exercising, when I'm on the rise, then things like that often happen, and I wonder if they happen to everyone else. There's no such thing as coincidences, and these are I believe in the vibrations, and I can't go into it too scientifically or spiritually, but we do vibrate at certain levels, and when you're performing, you're vibrating, and you attract these people, the law of attraction, and these opportunities. And I find myself thanking the universe just for a parking space that's close to where I need to go, or when I'm good. When I'm not so good, I find myself swearing at people, calling them names, and being horrible, and just these negative, horrible thoughts. And the spaces don't come, and people like that I don't meet, and it doesn't. It's a really interesting thing to remember, because you forget. It's so easily forgot. For me. And so I need to remember that, and so that was a good experience, really good. So that was that. Yeah, and I don't know. At the moment, I mean, the guy. One of the things he said was, one of the things he commented on was, "Wow, man, you're taking on a lot at the moment. Like, maybe you should slow down." And that was an interesting one for me, because, I agree, firstly, to a point, but at the same time, I'm kind of approaching this differently, because I feel like all of these plates that I've got up spinning, I'm not spinning yet. The plates are just there ready. A couple of them are spinning, don't get me wrong. But I'm kind of batching it and going, right, well, I'm going to concentrate on this today, and I'm not going to do that. For example, my health and the project, or fitness and meditation, or, I'm only setting myself, actually, I'm setting myself 4 tasks a day, generally. That's what I was doing. I mean, I'm working now, so it's a little bit more challenging, so I'm having to learn that as well. I'm back into work, and I need to manage my time. And yeah, he's right, slow down, but at the same time, I know my capabilities, and I think I know where I was going wrong the last time, and that's spinning the plates all at once and trying to do everything in a day, to put it short. So I'm not going to do that this time. So I think, as much as I'm going to take that on board, I'm also going to allow myself to achieve what I can achieve, or to at least try. And that's important to me. But with that in mind, that I can't do everything at once, and I'm not even trying to. I'm not even, I'm, as much as I'm setting these things up, or spinning the plate, like the project, for example, I would have tried to do the website, to do the marketing plan, to do the everything, the pitch deck, the investment plan, whatever. But this time I'm just doing this, the framework, let's say, and then outsourcing and getting the people who can do that to do that. Which then allows me time to focus on health, but still get the job done. Okay, there's a financial element to be worked there, but that's where a bit of thought comes into it, because there's all sorts of deals that you can do with people, especially in the project that I'm working in. But anyway, so yeah, interesting times. So I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna keep an eye on that. I'm gonna keep doing my research, and just being aware of my mind and my body, and when it's tired, to rest, and try and just limit the things I do per day, because it actually doesn't matter. I've figured that out. If you don't if you don't look at your emails for 5 days and then reply to your emails after 5 days, nothing changes in the world. Nothing. It doesn't matter if you have to read that email today, on Monday or Tuesday, whatever day, the earlier on in the week, and you're on your phone all the time checking, waiting for emails. Just leave it for a few days and then reply, because no one expects necessarily a reply instantly. I mean, obviously there are urgent things, but yeah, that's what I've tried, and it doesn't make a difference if you leave it for 3 days and just focus on just a few things, and put emails on a Wednesday. Just check your emails on a Wednesday. It's quite liberating. So I'm giving that a go, enjoying it. So that's it. Mental health, okay, good. Oh yeah, and this message this morning was difficult to deal with, but I think I'm gonna process that one, because but I know, sod it. Come on, let's process it now. That's what this is about, isn't it? Let's process this now. Let's that one's gone. So I had a message basically saying this person's disappointed because of how things are going. Which is understandable, because from her, if I put myself in her point of view, then she can't see any of this going on, and because the communication isn't right yet, which is something that we're working on. I'm working on. It needs to be worked on. Obviously she doesn't know any of that, which is her point of view. So my point of view is that I'm completely opposite of disappointed with myself. I'm disappointed in the whole situation, but enough of that, being disappointed, because that gets you nowhere. So I'm actually really quite proud of myself right now. I'm sitting here, waking up this morning, feeling, yes, I'm here. It's another day, and I'm going to work. There's I've got this target, and it's all going well, and there's financially, obviously, is one of the problems, one of the main problem, that's going to take me time. So obviously that's my job, just to communicate that, and hopefully iron that one out. It's not really difficult to work out, really, because she doesn't know what's going on. She's struggling. I get it. I didn't want this, and what she doesn't realize is the priority of the whole package of me, like supporting her even when I'm here. It kills me to miss a month a payment or whatever. It kills me. Again, it's just another person in my life that's difficult to communicate with, and always has been, really. And I've always had to hide truths, and it's quite similar to the relationship with my parents, really. Quite interestingly, I wonder if that's the same with my previous relationships. Not sure, so I understand is the overall conclusion, and I'm not gonna judge. I've asked that we can have a chat about this, and she did as well, actually. So that will get cleared up, I'm sure. She's reasonable, and I'm in a reasonable place, so it shouldn't be a problem. The important thing is, I think, for the mental health side of it, is to get on top of this, and try to make her aware, and then act on my part. Get the work in, get the money sent over, and get back to her as quickly as possible. So Yeah, and she's seen this before. You know, she's thinking, "Oh, here we go again." And I get that as well, because that's what I'm thinking. But obviously, with the new regime, let's call it, um, I'm hoping for some success. So on that bombshell, Mila baby, I really am coming for you. 20k in the bank yesterday. I'm gonna do another, maybe 20k today. I hope. I'll report back. And yeah, keep your head up, keep your heart strong, keep your mind set. Have a great day. Ciao.